Tech recruiters, if you're into recruiting web developers, there's one language that has completely transformed the internet, and it is JavaScript. From powering interactive websites to running fully fledged applications, JavaScript is everywhere. But how did it all start? Why is it the most in-demand programming language on the web? Stay tuned as we break it all down. I'm the digital twin of Ayub Sheikh with all the knowledge, passion, and dare I say charisma of the man himself. And I take over when Ayub is out delivering live training and seminars around the world. Ayub is a multi-award winning speaker, coach, and the world's leading trainer in tech recruitment with over 24 years experience. He is also the creator of our award-winning IT Recruitment Training Academy, which is used by thousands of tech recruiters around the world to get certified and advance their careers. Picture this, it's 1995. The internet is still in its infancy and web pages are nothing more than static documents. Then enters Brandon Eich, a developer at Netscape, tasked with creating a lightweight scripting language for web browsers. In just 10 days, he develops a language called Mocha, which is later renamed LiveScript, and then finally it's called JavaScript. It was designed to make websites interactive and dynamic. This is a game changer for the web at the time. But of course, here's a fun twist. JavaScript actually has nothing to do with Java. The name was really a marketing move by Netscape to capitalize on Java's rising popularity at the time, and of course to pay homage to the massive language that is Java. Speaking of JavaScript quirks, did you know that JavaScript is one of the few programming languages that you can run directly in your browser without installing anything else first? If you just open a developer console, type some code, you can watch it execute instantly. This feature makes it incredibly accessible for new developers who want to begin coding. But what makes JavaScript so powerful and relevant today? Well, let's break that down now. Firstly, versatility. JavaScript runs on both the front end and the back end, making it essential for full stack development. Secondly, speed and efficiency. JavaScript executes directly in the browser, as I mentioned earlier, reducing the need for server-side processing and making applications lightning fast. JavaScript also has a massive ecosystem with frameworks like React, Angular, and Vue. Developers can build advanced web applications with ease, either at the front end or the back end. Scalability and demand is absolutely a key thing with JavaScript. From small startups to tech giants like Google and Facebook, JavaScript is the foundation of modern web development in many environments. Alright, let's now talk about frameworks and libraries. JavaScript has an incredibly rich ecosystem of libraries that can cater to various areas of development, making it one of the most versatile programming languages around. Here are some of the most important JavaScript libraries and their specialist areas of development. Now, I warn you, I'm going to go into a lot of detail here because this language, we really need to understand the libraries as a tech recruiter. So firstly, let me go into the front-end development categories. This is for creating user interfaces and interactive web applications. The first library we're going to talk about is React.js. This was developed by Facebook, Meta. React.js is one of the most widely used front-end libraries for building user interfaces. Now, it specializes in component-based architectures, which means that developers can create reusable UI elements that dynamically update. This is used in applications like Facebook, Instagram, and Airbnb, and it can work seamlessly with other frameworks, of course, like Next.js for server-side rendering. Next, let's talk about Vue.js. You're going to see this a lot on CVs and job specs. Vue.js is known for its ease of use, its lightweight nature, and flexibility. Again, primarily at the front end, it's ideal for creating single-page applications and interactive user interfaces. Let's now move on to jQuery. And this is really much more about data manipulation. It's one of the oldest and popular JavaScript libraries. Let's now move on to back-end development libraries, often called server-side JavaScript libraries. And so one of these is Express.js. Now this is a lightweight web application framework for Node.js, and it's used to build APIs and server-side applications. Express.js is known for its simplicity, speed, and flexibility, but it is the foundation of many back-end applications, including the mean stack. So when you come across mean, M-E-A-N, we're talking about MongoDB, Express, Angular, and Node. So that stack uses the Express library. Now let's move on to full stack development libraries. These are end-to-end JavaScript solutions. A very popular one here is Next.js. So this is a powerful React framework for building server-side rendered solutions, and it's great for static web applications. It is also great for SEO and performance optimization of sites and fast loading speeds. So this is used by sites such as Twitch, Hulu, and Netflix. Another full stack library is Meteor.js. Now this is a real-time full stack framework, and it allows developers to build web and mobile applications purely in JavaScript. It works seamlessly with MongoDB, which is an open source database, and supports live data updates. So this is very much about real-time collaboration. Anywhere where you've got real-time apps such as chat apps and dashboards, you can use Meteor.js. Now let's move on to data visualization and charting libraries. You will come across libraries such as D3.js, which is a dynamic data visualization library. And it stands actually for data-driven documents. So it's used for creating interactive graphs, dashboards, and real-time visualizations. It works great with big data, data warehouses, financial data analysis, and machine learning situations. Another great one for data visualization is actually called Chart.js. So this is a lightweight charting library that supports bar charts, line graphs, pie charts, and many more visual charts. It's great for quick implementation of data visualization. So those were the data visualization libraries. Now let's move on to libraries relating to machine learning. So here you can see TensorFlow.js coming up on CVs and job specs, the JavaScript version of TensorFlow. This allows developers to run machine learning models in the browser. It also enables real-time applications in AI, such as image recognition, speech analysis, and predictive analytics. We can get really cool with this because there is a library called Brain.js, and this is for neural networks and AI in JavaScript. So this is a very lightweight neural network library for JavaScript, ideal for things like pattern recognition, decision making in an AI, and predictive analytics. The choice of libraries is very extensive, so we can even have libraries relating to gaming development. There is a library in JavaScript called Phaser.js, and this is a powerful and fast game development framework for making HTML5 games. This is used for browser-based gaming, such as online arcades. JavaScript libraries even relate to cybersecurity and cryptography. So there is a library called Crypto.js, and this is purely for encryption and security. This is a very robust JavaScript library for hashing, encrypting, and decrypting data. And it's used in password hashing, secure data storage, and even token generation. Now let's move on to the Internet of Things. Now, these are small devices, of course, which are things like appliances that are actually connected to the internet. And so IoT is a huge theme today, and there is a JavaScript library, believe it or not, called Johnny5, a JavaScript library for programming IoT devices, robots, and microcontrollers. So you can see that JavaScript is not just a web development language, it is a fully fledged ecosystem that powers everything from front-end interfaces to AI, cybersecurity, and even IoT. Whether you're hiring full-stack engineers with JavaScript, data scientists, or AI specialists, JavaScript libraries are there at the core of modern tech solutions. For recruiters like yourself, knowing which JavaScript library does what can really help you identify the right talent for the right job. So it's really important that you understand what these libraries do. Now let's move on to industry applications. JavaScript is used in almost every industry that requires a web presence. So let's look at some of these. Of course, there is e-commerce. Platforms like Amazon and Shopify use JavaScript for seamless user experiences. Even streaming services like Netflix and YouTube rely on JavaScript for fast dynamic content delivery. JavaScript plays a role in fintech and banking as well. So JavaScript is used in banking applications and trading platforms like PayPal. And finally, social media. Platforms like Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn all depend on JavaScript for real-time interactions. Now that you can see the sheer utility of JavaScript, let's now talk about the career opportunities of JavaScript developers. They are, of course, high. JavaScript is consistently ranking amongst the top 5 languages around the world. And so the average salary for developers within the US is anywhere from $90,000 to $130,000 per year on a permanent basis. In freelance terms, they can go anywhere from $50 an hour to $150 per hour. And because JavaScript is so widely used, skilled developers can land jobs pretty much anywhere in the world, whether it's remote, freelance, or in-house. So once again, keep an eye out on any JavaScript developers that come into your universe and make sure you keep them sweet, you keep a relationship going with them, because they may be in work at the moment, but there will be a time when they'll need to leave, and you need to be there to allow them to make that transition into a new career. So there you have it, folks. JavaScript is the backbone of modern web development. It's versatile, scalable, and always evolving. Whether you're a recruiter looking for top JavaScript talent or a developer wanting to break into tech, understanding JavaScript is the key to unlocking endless opportunity. I hope that's helped. Until next time, let's move on to the next session.